What is up, guys? James Baek here, and today we have another episode of VGC back-to-back battles here for you guys today. Okay, so my team is Oranguru, Tapu, Bulu, Wishiwashi, Krookodile, Arcanine, and Raichu. My opponent's rocking Pikachu. I don't know the name of that dragon thing. Is it Araquanid or Arachnid? I don't remember which one. Klefki, Decidueye, and Incineroar. So, interesting team. Pikachu is very interesting on this team, and I'm quite curious to see how it would work. Alright, so Pokemon I want to bring in this match. Oranguru, definitely. Krookodile is a must, I think. Intimidate's great. Kind of want to bring the Arcanine, just for the Decidueye. Alright. I definitely want Oranguru Krookodile as the lead. Arcanine's so tempting, though. It really is. But Tapu Bulu is, like, necessary. For damage, what? Is it? Well, I need it for the Araquanid. And I'll bring Wishiwashi in the back. Alright, so the reason you use Pikachu, it has access to Fake Out. It has, Lightning Rod, unlike, Alola form Raichu. You cannot have Lightning Rod on Alola Raichu, and you can't have normal Raichu in this game, so, or in VGC 17 in general. So let's see how this is gonna go. It has Lightning Rod. It has the Light Ball. I'm not sure if you get in this game, but you do have access to it. So we're gonna see Klefki and Araquanid against my Krookodile and my Oranguru. This is already an interesting turn. Araquanid has great defenses. It's also slow, so I do like to lead by my opponent more. He has a free Leech Life basically on all of my Pokemon right here. I think Instruct Earthquake would be the best play. I think that is the play because getting rid of the Klefki would be nice, and I want damage on the Araquanid. I don't want to set up Trick Room yet because Araquanid should be slower than my Tapu Bulu, and Wishiwashi isn't going to be doing much. Araquanid has like base 132, I believe, special defense, so it's pretty bulky in general. As we're going to see the Reflect come out, ooh, that could be scary, but hopefully we're able to knock out the Klefki with 2 Earthquakes. It might be more defensively built, plus this Reflect is going to hurt. So we get the Earthquake off. It looks like a 2-hit KO. It's a Sitrus Berry, though. No Sitrus Berry. We're going to get the Instruct off, as Oranguru is faster than the Araquanid. We are going to get another Earthquake off, and that's great. We're able to knock out the Klefki straight away and do some decent damage to this Araquanid, which we're just trying to put it in range for the Wood Hammer or the Z move. So Araquanid did take about 25% from the damage combined. Let's see what it goes for. It's going to be Liquidation. Let's go target down my Krookodile. I'm surprised not the Leech Seed, but that does do a good amount. But luckily we had to Intimidate, so we were able to survive. The defense is going to fall completely fine, as the Leftovers is actually going to be my opponent's choice of item. So we have Leftovers on the Araquanid. Reflect is up. That's going to make it annoying. I don't know if Tapu Bulu can knock it out. This should be interesting. Incineroar would be a huge problem if he decides to bring it out now. We also don't know if my opponent's carrying a Z move, and if he has a Z move Incineroar, that could be a huge problem. Pikachu's actually going to come out, which I don't mind too much. Pikachu is pretty frail, but it can hit hard with that Light Ball. As I said, is a potential item Pikachu can carry. Ashton Cox got 4th at Florida Regionals with Pikachu in 2016, and that was the year of the Ubers. I think my best play here is to not Psychic my own Krookodile. I think I want to Psychic the Pikachu just to get some damage off. And I think I'll switch Krookodile out, Preserve, Intimidate. He can go for a Fake Out into Krookodile, which I'm kind of worried about. So I'll go into Tapu Bulu instead, which can also take a Liquidation. It can take a Leech Life. The only way this really hurts me if Pikachu has Iron Tail or something, or the Araquanid goes for like a poison jab, which I don't think he will in that slot, as I have no reason to. Fake Out's going to come out and it is going to target on the Krookodile slot, so we took a lot of damage, but that's because of the critical hit. I don't think that's Light Ball based on that damage, as the Psychic's going to do a good amount. Substitute coming out from the Araquanid, though. That's actually very unfortunate for me. That's extremely unfortunate for me, actually. And he's healing back with the leftovers combined with the grassy terrain. So this Araquanid is quite the threat right now. Let me just check something on my Oranguru and Tapu Bulu spreads. Alright, 80 speed. And Tapu Bulu is 72. Okay. So Oranguru will definitely be able to outspeed Tapu Bulu and get a Psychic off onto the substitute, so I will go for that play. And I think I'll just protect here because I need to protect Tapu Bulu, and then because Tapu Bulu is basically my only huge way of getting rid of this Araquanid. Otherwise, it's going to be huge annoying. I have to get that high-powered Z move off, and I don't believe one Psychic will break this up. Pikachu's actually going to protect. Understandable. As we will get this protect off with Tapu Bulu. If he goes for a Leech Life into Oranguru, that's the worst case scenario here, as we are going to get the Psychic off. And hopefully 2 Psychics will be able to break the substitute. I think they will. Bug Bite's actually going to come out. Oh no, that's eating my Sitrus berry. Bug Bite instead of Leech Life. And it works out for him because he gets the he gets to get rid of my Sitrus berry. Oh boy. Now I won't be able to KO with the Z move, especially since he has Reflect. The problem is I don't know if that's a Light Clay Klefki. This is so annoying. This Araquanid is really putting in the work, so I think... But luckily it's not doing much damage. I think my best play here, because his Pikachu could carry Encore, it is a potential option. He has 2 turns of Reflect up, okay. I think I'll go for the Psychic into the Araquanid, and I think I'll sack my Krookodile here. Yeah, because Krookodile's not really necessary in this matchup. It really isn't. I don't need it for anything more. I mean, it'd be nice for the Incineroar. And he had one more ground type. I mean, Pokemon that was weak to ground. Oh, no, wait, no. Pikachu, Klefki, and Incineroar. So, yeah, it would have been nice for the Incineroar, but we do have Wishiwashi. So, we're going to see the Z move come out. Alright, Pikachu gets a custom Z move. What's this one? I've never seen Pikachu Z move before. Oh, right, it was this thing. It's going to target down the Oranguru. How much damage will this do? Not much, fortunately, because we are pretty bulky. I don't know if it's physical or special, though. We will get the Psychic off. That does break the substitute, as I predicted. And will we see another sub? No, it's just going to be a Bug Bite instead. It's going to target down the Krookodile slot, which is fine. I'm guessing he doesn't have Poison Jab if he's not going for it. If he doesn't have Poison Jab, that's actually huge because he can't really knock out my Tapu Bulu. Alright, if he doesn't have Poison Jab, this makes the game a lot easier to handle, I think. I'm going to go into my Tapu Bulu right here, and I'm just going to click the Z move. I mean, yes, it is problematic that he has to Reflect Up, but I don't want him to get a free substitute this turn, potentially. So I will just Psychic the I guess I could Psychic the Araquanid. Pikachu's not doing much. It doesn't have the Light Ball. We already saw it has the Z move. He already wasted it. So I think I'll just double target the Araquanid. Ooh, I have Rock Slide too. Maybe that would be a better option. I actually will go for the Rock Slide because we do have the potential to flinch. He's actually going to withdraw his Pikachu. Kommo-o is actually coming in, which is that Dragon Fighting type. As we will get the Psychic off, and this should do a decent amount. Yeah, it does a pretty good amount. We got the special defense drop, so we can break any sub with that Psychic now, and we will get this Rock Slide off. I would have preferred targeting down to Kommo-o with the Psychic. That would have been best case scenario, as Araquanid does flinch, so we are fortunate and get that flinch off. And unless it's Light Clay Klefki, Reflect should be ending right here. So we'll see if it's Light Clay or not. But Araquanid, oh man, this Leftovers plus Grassy Terrain's annoying. Grassy Terrain should be ending too. It is Light Clay. That's a bit annoying. What do I want to do here? If only I knew Kommo-o's base. If only I knew Kommo-o's base speed. But I think I have to risk it. I'm going to go for the Psychic into Kommo-o. And I'll also go for that Wood Hammer. The Bloom of Doom, I mean. Because I need to nuke the Araquanid. I don't know what Kommo-o gets. I don't remember if they care. They carry a... I know it has that spread. I don't know. I played the main game, right? But I just one-shot it with Moonblast. I one-shot the boss with Moonblast. So it was like, okay. So I didn't really get to see what this thing was able to be capable of. Oh, Flamethrower. But Tapu should be able to live that. Yeah, we're easily able to take that. Thankfully. We're going to get the Psychic off. And that's going to do a huge amount of damage. Special is actually something I was not anticipating. We're going to get this Grassy Terrain Bloom Doom off. This should possibly knock out the Araquanid, seeing how much Rock Slide did. I mean, we are talking about stab, and we've already seen this thing nukes. We've already seen a burn one knock out Circuitry, and we've seen it like knock out Muck at 90%. So yeah, Araquanid's gonna go down, and that's great. Araquanid is down. And now I could just set up Trick Room if I want, because unless he knocks out Oranguru, he's not able to prevent me from just getting the Trick Room up and outspeeding his entire team. The grass does fade from the battlefield, which I don't mind. Pikachu's going to come out. He will have Fake Out Pressure. I can just go for a Trick Room, and I think I'll just go for the Wood Hammer onto the Pikachu. Because once I get rid of Pikachu, Wishiwashi should just be able to clean up the game. So I will just go for that Trick Room and make all my Pokemon faster than his Pokemon. And I'll go for the Wood Hammer into Pikachu. Because he has to double target one of my Mons to be able to knock it out. Unless he gets a crit Flamethrower, then I guess that could be bad. Which actually it would be bad, but I'm basically relying on him not critting my Tapu Bulu. And I'm able to either get the Wood Hammer off or the Trick Room out, which should steal up the game. Fake Out's going to come out and target Oranguru, which is completely fine. Clanging Scales, that's the move I was thinking of. It's a Dragon type move, okay. And that doesn't do too much to Oranguru. It's a mixed set too, which is interesting. We're going to get the Wood Hammer off. That was targeted down to Pikachu. Pikachu's going to go down. I wish it was Light Ball, because Light Ball does insane amounts of damage. And I would have loved to see that, but looks like we're not going to see it in this case. And I think we can just go for, yeah, no reason to let my Wishiwashi take damage. I'll just sack my Oranguru, and I'll just go for the... I guess I'll just go for the Wood Hammer onto Kommo-o. So we actually see Flash Cannon coming out, and that's going to target down my Tapu Bulu, and that's able to pick up the knockout. Completely fine. But now I'm able to get the Trick Room off. Yep, and now my Wishiwashi should just be able to sweep with Ice Beam. And even if it doesn't pick up the KO with the first Ice Beam, I do have the ability Psychic. Or I could just go for an Instruct on Wishiwashi, which I think would be cooler, because Wishiwashi is getting a lot of love from you guys. So we're going to have Schooling Activate, which is going to increase our stats. And I love the design of Wishiwashi. I don't know about you guys, but I love how they designed Wishiwashi. As we're going to Instruct Ice Beam the Kommo-o, and that should be good game. I could have went for the Helping Hand Psychic to see if it picked up the knockout, but we have not been using Psychics too much. And maybe I should replace Helping Hand with like Scald or Earthquake, but I don't know. The original team actually had Ice Beam, which is why I kept Ice Beam on it. And I thought it would be pretty interesting if Wishiwashi was paired with Tapu Bulu. Because imagine a helping hand of Bloom Doom in grassy terrain. Just think about it. That would obliterate probably even Cresselia if it was in this format. So that would be impressive. It would also probably do what? A lot to Celesteela, I think. It would do a lot to Celesteela. But anyway, we're going to look for our next game. That was a pretty fun game. Not the highest level competitive team, but it was still a competitively viable team. It's just, you don't run Z-move Pikachu. I mean, it's great that they gave Pikachu its own Z-move along with Raichu as well. But the problem is, Pikachu's so frail. The fact that it doesn't do much damage, even with the Z-move, you guys saw it didn't do much at all. And also the fact that Light Ball would probably do more damage. So we're going to find Gully? VGC? I don't know. Using pretty much very standard team. We're going to see Tapu, Koko, Marowak, Garchomp, Gyarados, Celesteela, and the Alola form Raichu. So luckily this kind of team is very extremely weak to my... It's extremely weak to my... Trick Room, because basically I could just get Wishiwashi in and start surfing away at my opponent's team. It's an easy breeze, but alright, how do I want to handle this? I could lead Oranguru Raichu, which would be fine, I guess. There's so many lead potentials for me. I think Oranguru... Krookodile would seem nice as a defensive lead. Oh man, it's kind of hard because I want to lead Oranguru, get the Trick Room up, but I don't know who I want to partner it with. I think... I think I want Raichu just in case the Celesteela gets more annoying. Yeah, I think I'll go Raichu because I can easily just switch out Raichu into my Wishiwashi because I don't think you're going to Thunderbolt into the Wishiwashi slot. Maybe a Discharge at the worst. We could see Disquake though, but a Z-move plus Discharge would actually be pretty scary. So maybe I should have let Intimidate. It's going to be Tapu Koko Raichu though, so I will accept this. Oranguru Raichu will hit the field, and we are going to see Electric Surge up. I don't know. I mean, most Raichus like this are usually support, so I'm not sure what he has going into mine, but I will just double protect here to scout. I could be risking Encore, which is a big problem, but I think on this kind of team, you would go more offensive. Fake Out, Thunderbolt, Psychic, maybe Hidden Power Ice, maybe Protect. I don't think you would have room for Encore. So we'll see how this goes. I don't want to take any damage, unnecessary damage first turn. Of course, I could have switched into my Tapu Bulu straight away because that would have actually been pretty nice. But I don't want to take any unnecessary damage. And I also want to scout for that Discharge. So we'll see how this goes, as we will just double protect here. Probably I would say Fake Out and Thunderbolt combination. Or maybe a Dazzling Gleam. We will see the Thunderbolt, and it does go into the Oranguru straight away. Double Thunderbolt, actually. So, that's fine. I can actually, if he's going for a double Thunderbolt, I think I would live that anyway with the Sitrus Berry, but just in case, I think I'll go for the Trick Room right here. And switch out my Raichu, go out into my Tapu Bulu, get that grassy terrain up, get rid of his electric terrain, preventing these electric type moves to do so much damage. If he wants to go for Discharge as well, the grassy terrain, well, one, I have Tapu Bulu in, which is the grass type, which can resist that. So we will withdraw, go into Tapu Bulu. This is very safe of a play, I think, unless he has Encore, as I said previously, but we will get that grassy terrain up, and now his electric moves are not doing as much as they would have. Thunderbolt's just going to come straight out into the Oranguru. He gets the full paralysis though. That could be annoying, especially if we aren't able to get the damage off. The Dazzling Gleam going to come out. Life Orb on Tapu Koko. Sitrus Berry going to activate. I'm really hoping that we don't get full parrot here. We do get to trick him up. Nice, nice. Okay. I'm actually curious if 2 Rock Slides would be able to knock out the Tapu Koko plus the Raichu. But that paralysis is going to be so annoying because my game plan was to just instruct Wishiwashi Surf everything. No way he's going for a Thunderbolt combination to Tapu Bulu slot. I think I'll just go for... he could also switch out into Marowak, which is kind of what I'm predicting as well. I think I'll just go for the Psychic into Raichu to break a potential Focus Sash. And I'm hard switching directly into my Wishiwashi. Because I'm going to try to get the Surf Sweep right away. I need that Surf Sweep right away. And he might just double protect here, which is kind of why I'm going for this play. At the worst, if he attacks, he goes for Psychic Dazzling Gleam combination to Tapu Bulu, I think. And which we should be able to eat up that just fine. The Tapu Koko is actually going to withdraw. Into Marowak? Gyarados is actually coming out. Huh. Alright, so I'm interested. Getting that Intimidate off. As Raichu's not going to protect. Maybe doesn't carry protect. We will get the Psychic off, which will do minuscule damage, unfortunately. And on the Z move. Shoot, what is this? Is this the Electric Z move? Oh, it's Psychic Z move. Oh, that's going to hurt quite a bit. But I don't think that would be like a knockout or anything. Although this is, well, he wasn't Life Orb. Oh, shoot, that did a lot. But luckily, we had the Grassy terrain plus the Leftovers. This is why I like it, because if we didn't have this, Wishiwashi would have probably gone down. Alright, so he doesn't have a Z move on Gyarados. If I just Instruct Rock Slided, which is something I was planning on doing, we could have been completely fine. But I will go for an Instruct Surf play. Even though the Raichu might obviously... Well, I don't think he has Protect. I think he would have went for it if he did. So I'm just going to go for Instruct Surf. We can catch anything on the switch in. Or we could just be able to pick up a knockout straight away. And get damage off onto the Gyarados. Which would result in less recoil damage for my Tapu Bulu that has to take... has to go for the Wood Hammer on Gyarados. And also be a Thunderbolt on Raichu anyway. So we weaken his team. He's very Raichu weak. I wouldn't be surprised to see Marowak or Celesteela in the back. Raichu is going to disappear. It's going to be the Tapu Koko. So, alright, getting rid of Tapu Koko is nice. But he does get rid of my Electric Terrain. Oh, maybe I didn't think this through if he gets rid of my Electric Terrain. Gyarados protects though. Okay, so he didn't try to attack me, which is a pretty big mistake if I'm able to get these Instruct off and knock out this Tapu Koko. I'm actually really hoping we do, because that would be extremely good for me right now. Yes, we are able to get that Surf off, and that's great because now Tapu Koko's off the field. I have won the Terrain War, so the Protect is going to go into Gyarados. Instruct, Surf, Telepathy. I love this set, man. It just does so much work, and you don't have to rely on Muddy Water missing. So Tapu Koko is going to go down, which is great. And we still have our Leftovers, and we can get our Grassy Terrain up and start going for it. Let's see what he's going to bring right now. I'm guessing it has to be Raichu. He can't bring in Marowak here. For obvious reasons. Raichu is going to come out. How many times a Trick Room? We have 2 more. Okay. So I could just withdraw Oranguru and go into Tapu Bulu, I think. Get that Grassy Terrain up once again. And I think Protect on the Fake Out. Because most likely he would just Fake Out to stall out a turn of Trick Room. And maybe he would target down the Wishiwashi to potentially... He could target the Wishiwashi with Gyarados to try to prevent my Schooling from activating. So this is why I'm going for that play. I think it is the safest play that I have. Alright, so we're going to bring out our Tapu Bulu here. Get that Grassy Terrain up. We'll see what my opponent decides to do. He's actually going to hard switch Raichu out and go into Marowak, which is a play I do respect. And let's see what he does, though, with the Gyarados. It's going to be Dragon Dance, which is understandable. Alright. I have one play on my... I still have one card on my sleeve, though. Okay, so he has to protect Marowak here. Surf is just going to annihilate it. I think he just double protects here, which is the reason why he went for that play. So I think Swords Dance is the correct play. Do I really want to Surf? I do risk the Ice Fang. I think we will risk the Surf. I don't get why not. It won't do too much to Tapu Bulu, as Gyarados does protect, but the Marowak doesn't. I'm hoping this actually KOs, though. Because if this doesn't KO, we could have some problems. It is a Surf from Wishiwashi, though. This is a huge attack. Oh! Wait, what? What? Sitrus? What? Shadow Bone? Alright. I don't know what I just saw there. Alright, so we get the Leftovers. Combined with the Grassy terrain. I don't know what I just saw. Why? I don't get why people are running item that's not Fit Club on Marowak. I've seen a bunch of weird items on Marowak, and to me, the only one viable is Fit Club. Alright, Dimensions return to normal. We have a pretty safe Rock Slide here. Although an Ice Fang would... Actually, no. What I'm going to do is protect Tapu Bulu. No, I don't want Raichu to get a free switch-in. Actually, I think I'll Rock Slide. Protect, yeah. I don't think Ice Fang will be able to knock out Tapu Bulu. This is a pretty bulky spread. Oh, we're actually going to see the Waterfall. Oh no, is he going for the Flinch Wind condition? Please don't get it. Oh, that's frustrating. That is frustrating. I think I played right, but oh, that sucks. Yeah, 100% completely sucks. Pokemon. I actually hate it because this is so many games for me in 17 have been decided by a Waterfall Flinch, and that's actually frustrating. We'll go into Oranguru. Do we have our Citrus Berry still intact? I actually forgot if we do. No, I think we used it. Okay. So, we'll go for Trick Room. I think he has to double up into Oranguru. We'll go for the Surf. That's frustrating. That really is. I mean, come on. I need the Trick Room up to win the game, so I'm hoping that with the Flare Blitz, that's not boosted. And a boosted Waterfall, I'm hoping we live, but unfortunately, he has a Waterfall 20% chance to flinch, combined with the Thunder Wave chance to flinch. So we're going to see the Waterfall. That does too much damage. I don't think we're not gonna be able to live, I think. Flare Blitz into the Oranguru. We will get the Surf off. I mean, I could have went for an Ice Beam Freeze, but the problem is we don't know the Gyarados' item. Could be a Lumberry. Alright, so Gyarados should be in range of Thunderbolt even if it's Walking Berry. So at least there's something in that. Alright. This is going to be... I mean, we still have a chance to win if he chokes. But this is looking pretty bad for me right now. I'll go out into my Raichu here. I think I have to... Okay. However, I revealed Protect on Raichu turn 1. I think I have to go for that Thunderbolt into Gyarados and hope he Waterfall doesn't KO. And I think it will KO, so that sucks. So I'm going to protect Wishiwashi because I'm predicting the Thunderbolt play. Like, I have to make this read. If he doubles up into Raichu's game over anyway, because Wishiwashi can beat Gyarados unless I get the Ice Beam Freeze. And I can't even knock out the Raichu with Surf, most likely. I think I need an Instruct with 2. I need a 2 Surfs, basically. But then again, I guess even if I didn't flinch, I had the potential to miss Rock Slide, but 5% chance. No, 10%. Rock Slide's 10% on each. Luckily, Raichu doesn't get Lightning Rod here. So we will protect with Wishiwashi. No protects coming from either side. It is going to be Fake Out. Oh, it's into Wishiwashi, though. And we outspeed the Gyarados. Hold up. Hold up. Wait, we're not in electric terrain. What kind of slow Gyarados is that? That must have been a bulky Adamant one. And to be honest, I thought it was like Adamant max speed or Jolly max speed because I took the Surf pretty bad, in my opinion. Alright, we have a chance to win. Grassy terrain disappears from the battlefield. It all comes down to, okay, some quick math. Thunderbolt is base 90 power with stab. That's 135 divided by 2 because of resist. It's stronger than hidden power. Or I could sub. I think sub is the correct play. No, I want to gauge the Thunderbolt damage. And we'll go for the Helping Hand, I think. Yeah, Helping Hand seems cool. Because Helping Hand Thunderbolt with another Thunderbolt might just be able to knock out his Raichu. And I think he has to target the Wishiwashi down, because Wishiwashi has some moves that can really threaten the Raichu. Is Thunderbolt going to connect with the Raichu? Not enough. As he is going to Thunderbolt, and it is going to target down my Wishiwashi as anticipated. Wishiwashi will go down, but I think it's done its job properly. Is this Life Orb? No, we actually didn't see the item. Okay, so we could still lose. Depending on if he wins the next speed tie. Not this one, but the one after. Or if he has like some kind of trick up his sleeve, but I don't know if he does. Oh, thank God I predicted the Fake Out into the Wishiwashi. Although I was expecting the Thunderbolt into Wishiwashi, to be honest. To be honest, he had a safe play of just going for the Fake Out Waterfall into my Gyarados. Thunderbolt barely misses the knockout on the Raichu, and we'll see how much his oh, Psychic. Maybe going for that special defense drop. He gets a crit. I don't know if he'll be able to knock me out now. Alright, comes down to speed ties, but we've been winning all of them. But knowing that is a speed tie, and I jinxed it. So, I mean, he could be modest, because he does have electric terrain up, so yeah, I think he is modest, because I've been outspeeding him every time. I am timid max speed, so I guess he's modest to abuse the electric terrain to start his sweep. So that does make sense, but we will take home a close game. Oh man, I can't believe I actually won that. So the problem was underestimating his Gyarados' speed and going for that Fake Out into Wishiwashi, which I kind of understand, because if I went for Protect Surf there, if he faked out Waterfall into my Raichu, he could have lost the game if Surf knocked out the Raichu, or if I Ice Beam froze the Gyarados. So I don't know, but that was basically what I thought was my only win condition to win. He already saw that I had Protect on Raichu turn 1, so that actually helped me because he knew that I had Protect. He probably thought I was going to just Protect again. So going for that Thunderbolt, I think, was my only way out, and luckily it paid out. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys did, leave a like down below. It really does help support the channel. And if you guys want to support the channel, obviously there is my Patreon page down below, which has some fun rewards if you guys need help with team building and stuff. Down there, check it out. You got my Twitter, as always, my Twitch channel, and unfortunately my schedule kind of went from doing nothing really to becoming very busy this week, which unfortunately sucks. So I'm hoping to figure out a time to sometime stream this week, but it's looking pretty scarce, especially since I don't want to stream during London, because this weekend is the London International Challenge, and you guys, well, continental, yeah, continental or international, I think both are correct, but definitely tune into that because it's a high level tournament and so many pro players are going, finding out at the first continental, so it should be interesting. And I'll definitely not, I don't think I'll be streaming because obviously there is a stream for that, maybe on Sunday though. Oh wait, no, I have to go somewhere on Sunday, so I'll figure out sometime, hopefully. But otherwise, it would be next week, which I don't think would be that problematic. But anyway, if you guys want to check out this team, paste bin down below, as well as the previous episode if you missed it, or if you missed any episodes, a playlist in the description down below. Check it out, and I'll see you guys around in another video.